Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so we got the Chicago Bulls versus the LA Lakers tonight, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. And yeah, the Chicago Bulls have had some issues back and forth a little bit, man. Injury issues kind of kept some people out. But they're a new look team at this point after trading away Zach LaVine. Of course, they traded away DeMar DeRozan earlier in the season. Uh, and so it's a different look. They got some new things going on, and we're going to discuss their last five matchups, uh, going furthest back and working our way forward. So they have lost two of their last five games, but this wasn't one of them. They had a home game against the Brooklyn Nets. It went 116-110 their favor, and you know, team stats, they didn't shoot all that great. 11 of 37 from the three, 45% from the field for 41 of 90. The opponent, Brooklyn, 43 of 96 from the field for 44% and 32% from the three, 11 of 34 there. Both teams shot fair from the line, 23 of 26 for the Bulls for 88%, 13 of 18 for the Nets, 72%. The Nets won the boards 50 to 47. Both teams had a lot of offensive boards, 15 for the Nets, 13 for the Bulls. 32 assists for the Nets, 24 for the Bulls. 6 steals for Nets, 8 for Bulls, 7 blocks for Nets, 4 for Bulls. And both teams took care of the basketball, under 10 turnovers for both of them, 8 points given up off of 8 turnovers for the Bulls, and 9 turnovers and 14 points were conceded off of those for Brooklyn. 19 fast break points for the Bulls, 5 for the Nets, and 58 points in the paint for the Bulls, 54 for the Nets. At one point, the Bulls had an 8-point lead. Of course, they won by 6, and the Nets blew a 12-point lead in this basketball game. So, yeah, Cam Thomas scored pretty well for the Nets, 24 points, 10 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, 6 boards. Pretty good game. 8 of 23 from the field, 3 of 9 from behind the arc. Not great shooting there. Claxton, 8 of 13 from the field, 18 points, 14 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. Nice game there. Cam Johnson, 16 points, 3 steals, 1 block, 1 assist, and 6 boards on 7 of 12 shooting from the field. Zaire Williams, 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 11 points, 1 assist, 4 boards. And D'Angelo Russell, 4 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and 1 block, 2 of 9 shooting from the field, 0 of 6 from behind the arc. TJ Watford also shot very poorly, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 7 points, 3 assists. Jalen Wilson, 1 of 3 from the field, 2 points, 2 rebounds. Deron Sharp, 3 of 5 from the field in 14 minutes of play. He filled it up pretty good. 2 blocks, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, 7 points. Martin, Tyrese Martin, I believe his name is. Let me make sure I get that right. Yep. Tyrese Martin had 7 of 13 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3, 19 points there, and 3 assists and 4 rebounds. Very good shooting night from Tyrese Martin. And Keon Johnson, 1 of 4 from the field, 2 points, 2 blocks, 2 assists. So that was what the opponent did. And the Bulls, Buzelis had 6 points, 1 assist, and 3 rebounds on 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. Vucevic, quiet night, 3 of 6 from the field, 0 of 2 from behind the arc, 7 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Jones, his name is Trey Jones, Tyus' brother, is now with the Bulls in a midseason trade with the Spurs. 18 points, 3 steals, 6 assists there for him. 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 6 of 12 from the field. Coby White, 12 of 24 from the field, 3 of 8 from the 3, 31 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 7 rebounds. He's really turned into their go-to guy, so we got to be very careful with Coby White. Kevin Huerter, 18 points, 3 assists, and 9 rebounds on 7 of 16 from the field, 2 of 8 from behind the arc. Kevin Huerter is also somebody who stood out a lot in these highlights that I watched, so we're going to have to understand him to be a very, very talented player. Pat Will, he's healthy, 10 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 2 boards. Be aware of Pat Will, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. Zach Collins also came over in that Spur trade, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc for 9 points, 3 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 9 boards. And a young fella by the name of Julian Phillips, who they got out of Tennessee. They really like this guy, and he's really showed up big in some of these highlights. So he's the unknown guy for me. I was not familiar until I started watching these highlights of Julian Phillips, but he had a 5 of 10 from the field game, 2 of 5 from 3, against these Nets for 16 points, a steal, a block, 5 assists, and 7 boards. So he looked like he's going to be a guy to come out of nowhere and actually be somebody we've heard of going forward. So I would circle Julian Phillips as the player to pay attention to tonight. That's going to try to make a name for himself. And THT had 4 minutes to play but didn't accumulate nothing. I don't know why he's been buried in the back of the bench. He's so much more talented than people play him for. And Dylan Terry had 11 minutes here. Also somebody they're starting to give minutes to, as you'll see that ramp up on the road trip ahead. 11 minutes, 0-3 from the field, 0-2 from behind the arc in that one. But he will have games ahead as we continue to go forward. So that's the gist of the Nets game. They took care of the Nets without any problem. The next game was the Houston Rockets game. They started their road trip, which at this point is a 5-game road trip, but I didn't count. I don't know if they play anybody after us. So all these games have been in the Western Conference after that on the road. They lost this game 117, 114, very close game. They played the Rockets pretty strong. Buzelis, let's see. Let's go to the team stats to be consistent. 44-98 for the Rockets, 44%, 14-44 for the Rockets, 31% from the three. So that's field and three-point shot there, respectively. For the Bulls, from the field, they shot 46%, 43 of 93, and 36% from three, 14 of 38. You also have your free throw percentage. The Rockets shot very poorly from the free throw line, 15-26 for 57%. Bulls did not, 14-16 from the free throw line, 87%. The Rockets smashed on the glass, plus 18 there, 54-36. They also had a lot of offensive boards, did the Rockets, 16. The Bulls only had 5 of them. So they really controlled the glass there, Houston did. Both teams had 24 assists. The Rockets had 4 steals to the Bulls 6. They had 6 blocks to the Bulls 5, 11 turnovers for the Bulls, 12 points conceded off of those, 14 turnovers for the Rockets, 14 points conceded off of those, 13 fast break points for the Bulls, 4 for the Rockets, 52 points in the paint for the Bulls, 46 for the Rockets. At one point, the Bulls had an 11-point lead and blew it, and of course, the Rockets had a 7-point lead and won by 3. So, as I was saying, Buzelis, 4-10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 10 points, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 3 boards. That was pretty decent there. 19 minutes of play. Vucevic, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 4 from behind the arc, 15 points, 3 assists, and 7 boards. Very good shooting there. Trey Jones, 8 of 13 from the field, 2 of 2 from behind the arc, 19 points, 6 assists, and 2 boards. Shot well as well. Kobe White did not shoot that great, 1 of 7 from the 3, but he did go 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 of 21 from the field, 23 points, 4 assists, and 7 rebounds. Kevin Huerter had 9 points, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 board on 4 of 11 from the field. Also shot poorly from behind the arc, 1 of 6. Zach Collins, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from behind the arc for 5 points, 5 boards, and a block. Jalen Smith, Sticks as I like to call him, 12 minutes of play, shot 5 threes, don't know why, missed all of them. 2 of 5 from the field, 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. Pat Will, 10 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 3 boards on 4 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Pretty efficient there. Dylan Terry, 4 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from 3, 11 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 1 board. Very good stuff from Dylan Terry in 13 minutes of play. That's pretty damn impressive. And Julian Phillips, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc for 8 points, 2 steals, and 1 assist. And for the Rockets, in a winning effort, Alpi, 24 points. Kobe, 2 blocks, 2 steals, 4 assists, and 15 boards. 4 of them offensive rebounds, 9 of 18 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. Jalen Green, 11 of 25 from the field, 5 of 13 from the 3. 28 points, 1 block, 3 assists, and 6 boards. Fred VanVleet, 8 of 20 from the field, 5 of 14 from 3. 23 points, 1 block, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. Dylan Brooks, 13 points, 3 assists, and 5 boards on 6 of 12 from the field, 1 of 6 from behind the arc. Dealing bricks as usual. And Jabari Smith, 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 5 from behind the arc for 12 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal. 1 of 5 from 3 for Jabari. Let's see, Deshaun Tate, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound, and 2 blocks. Steven Adams, 4 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 9 boards, 4 of them offensive rebounds. 2 of 4 from the field. Aaron Holiday, 1 of 3 from the 3, 4 points, 1 rebound. And Old Man Green, and I never remember what that man's first name is, Jeff Green, been around for a million years. He had 10 minutes of play and had 2 points, 2 assists, and 1 board on 1 of 2 from the field. So that's how that went for the Rockets and the Chicago Bulls. You had some players who were really hot for the Bulls, some guys who were really cold for the Bulls, and played a tough game, but just got crushed on the glass. Second chance points really hurt them, and them not having any for themselves just ultimately edged them out. But they played a good game against Houston. A Houston Rockets team that is currently on, what, a 9-game winning streak? Wish the Bulls would have gotten this game there. I really do, for our reasons. All right, so moving on. The next leg of the road trip had them landing in Utah, where they did get a victory there, 111-97. Took care of the Utah Jazz. Some old Bulls, some old Jazz guys on respective sides. Of course, you have Markkanen, who used to play for the Bulls, that kind of thing. And it was Taylor Horton-Tucker used to play for the Jazz, so on and so forth. So, yeah, man, this is what that was. Look at the team stats, see what the heck happened here. The Bulls, 42-97 from the field, 43% from the field. The Jazz, 35 of 86 from the field, 40% there. The Bulls shot 14 of 45 from the 3, 31% there. High volume shooting, 3-point shooting stuff going on. 9 of 42 for the Jazz, 21% there. Not great at all. Both teams shot 81% from the free throw line, 18 of 22 for the Jazz, 13 of 16 for the Bulls. Pretty close rebounding stuff here, 49-48, Bulls +1. The offensive rebounds was 9 for the Bulls, 4 for the Jazz. 29 assists for the Bulls, 20 for the Jazz, 12 steals for the Bulls, 4 for the Jazz, 3 blocks for the Bulls, 4 for the Jazz. So yeah, that's 12 steals, forcing 17 turnovers. That is pretty damn impressive defense for the Chicago Bulls. 17 turnovers for the Jazz, 18 points conceded off of those. 11 turnovers for the Bulls, 16 points conceded off of those. If you notice, the Bulls don't really turn the ball over too much, man. I think 11 is the most we've seen in these 3 games. 20 fast break points for the Bulls, 8 for the Jazz, 54 points in the paint for the Bulls, 38 for Utah. And the largest lead of the game for the Bulls was 16, and the Jazz had a 4-point lead at 1 point. So, what does the box score tell us, man? The box score tells us Buzelis had 17 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and a block on 7 of 13 from the field, 3 of 7 from behind the arc. That's a good game for the young fella. Nikola Vucevic was very cold, 3 of 15 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 10 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, and 1 steal. Trey Jones, 8 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc. Very good shooting. 18 points, 3 steals, 12 assists, and 4 boards. He was killing it against the Jazz here. My goodness. Kobe White, 9 of 19 from the field, 2 of 10 from behind the arc. Yeah, not good. 26 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Kevin Huerter, 17 points, 1 steal, 1 block, 2 assists, and 9 boards. 6 of 11 from the field, 5 of 9 from 3. Very good shooting there. Some cold shooting off the bench. Zach Collins, 0 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from behind the arc. He had a steal, an assist, and 3 rebounds, no points. Pat Will, 2 of 10 from the field, 0 of 3 from behind the arc, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Dylan Terry was 5 of 7 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 12 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 3 boards. Julian Phillips had 5 points, 2 steals, 1 assist on 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc. And THT went back to Utah, did not hit a shot, 0 of 3 from the field, 0 of 1 from behind the arc, but did get a steal and a board in 6 minutes of play. So for the Jazz, in a losing effort, Markkanen against his old team had 16 points, 1 block, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, and 6 of 7 shooting from the field, 1 of 8 from behind the arc. Cody Williams got some minutes here, did not shoot that great. 2 of 8 from the field, 1 of 5 from behind the arc for 5 points, 2 assists, and 3 boards. Micah Potter had 2 points, 1 assist, and 7 rebounds on 0 of 2 from the 3. Walker Kessler was cold, 3 of 11 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. Why is he shooting 5 threes? 7 points, 3 blocks, 1 assist, and 12 rebounds for Kessler. Isaiah Collier did not shoot well, 3 of 10 from the field, but he did have some fantastic passes, particularly in the third quarter. I think he had 3 straight fast break assists. Really nice stuff from Isaiah Collier in that way. 8 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. He is going to be a very good point guard facilitator for sure. But didn't shoot well that night. Filipowski, 4 of 9 from the field, or 4 from 3, 8 points, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. Bryce Sensabaugh looking good out there. He's starting to develop. 20 minutes to play, 4-7 from the field, 3-5 from behind the arc for 13 points, 1 steal, 1 assist, and 6 boards. He was pretty impressive in the highlights. JC, Jordan Clarkson, 5-10 from the field, 1-5 from behind the arc, 14 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Johnny Juzang, 3-6 from the field, 2-4 from behind the arc, 8 points, 1 steal, 2 rebounds. And Keyshawn George, 4-7 from the field, 1-3 from behind the arc, 16 points, 2 steals, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. 4 turnovers for Keyshawn George. Why does he turn the ball over so much, so consistently? Like, I always see him turn the ball over a lot. So, that's the gist of what happened there. The Utah Jazz just shot terribly from behind the arc, man. They had people shooting threes. They had no business shooting them. And as a result, they got beat by the Chicago Bulls at home. And I'm pretty sure they would have it no other way because they are a tanking ball club. And so that's really what it is. Moving on from that, the next game was against the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. The Bulls did not get the win, 127-121. The team stats tell us that the Bulls shot 54% from the field, 49 of 90. Suns shot 49% from the field, 47 of 96. 15 of 38 from the three for 39% for Chicago, 15 of 40 from the three for 37% for Phoenix. Phoenix shot 18 of 20 from the free throw line, 90%. 8 of 12 from the free throw line, 66% for the Bulls. Suns won the boards, plus 6, 46-40. They had 13 offensive rebounds, did Phoenix, 8 for the Bulls. 34 assists for Phoenix, 29 for the Bulls. 9 steals for Phoenix, 7 for the Bulls. 6 blocks for Phoenix, 8 for the Bulls. 11 turnovers for Phoenix, with 10 points conceded off of those, and 13 turnovers for the Bulls, 23 points conceded off of those. So them 23 points conceded off of turnovers for the Bulls is the worst that we've seen thus far. That's not something that they really do too often. 31 fast break points for Chicago, 14 for the Suns. That could really hurt us if we let them go off in the fast break as well as they did against Phoenix. And 60 points in the paint for the Bulls, 48 for the Suns. The Bulls fouled 19 times to the Suns 13, and the Suns at one point had a 21-point lead, almost blew that, and only won by 6 points. 4 points was the largest lead for Chicago at one point or another. So, yeah, man. Buzelis had 5 points, 1 steal, 1 assist on 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3. Vucevic had a Kobe, 24 points, 3 blocks, 2 assists, and 6 rebounds on 10 of 17 from the field, 4 of 8 from the 3. Trey Jones had 5 of 7 from the field, 12 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and a block. Kobe White had a Kobe as well. Kobe. 5 assists to go along with those 24 points and 6 boards. 9 of 18 from the field, 3 of 9 from 3. And Kevin Huerter had a good shooting night, 6 of 11 from the field, 3 of 8 from the 3 for 15 points, 1 block, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Zach Collins, man, 8 points, 1 block, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist on 4 of 6 from the field in 18 minutes of play. Pretty good production. Pat Williams, 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 5 points, 1 block, 1 steal, and 2 rebounds. Dylan Terry did not score, 0 of 1 from the field, but had 2 steals and 2 rebounds in a matter of 5 minutes. That's crazy. Julian Phillips, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 6 points, 1 steal, and 2 rebounds there. And Josh Giddey shot very well, 10 of 15 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3, 22 points, a block, 2 steals, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds. Josh Giddey, really good game against Phoenix. For the Suns, you had KD going 8 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from the 3, for 26 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. Ryan Dunn shot the 3 ball, 2 of 4 there, 7 of 11 from the field, 16 points, 1 steal, 1 block, and 5 boards. Nick Richards continues to play well for the Suns, 8 of 16 from the field, 18 points, 3 blocks, 2 assists, and 9 rebounds, 5 of them offensive boards. Devin Booker had 41 clean points in this one, 7 assists and 4 rebounds on 14 of 26 from the field, 6 of 12 from the 3. This was a big Devin Booker game. Colin Gillespie, 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 3 from behind the arc, but did have 7 assists and 5 boards and a steal with the 4 points that he had. Royce O'Neal, 2 of 7 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, 5 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and 10 boards. Caleb Martin, 3 of 6 from the field. Is it Caleb or Cody? No, this one's Cody. This is the one they got from Charlotte. 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc. 7 points, 3 steals, 2 rebounds. Iguodala, 2 of 2 from the field, 4 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds. And Tyus Jones, or Trey Jones. No, this is Tyus, his brother. He played a little bit. I got a little confused there. He was 2 of 7 from the 3 for 6 points, 3 steals, and 2 assists and 1 rebound. So this is the Jones brothers bowl right here. One of them shot pretty well. The other one did not. But the one who didn't won the game, 127-121. And that is the story there. So let's move on to see what else the Bulls did. The final game that we've had to do homework on was them against the Sacramento Kings in Sacramento. The Kevin Huerter and Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan game. These teams have done a lot of swapping back and forth between the two of them with players. And so this was the revenge game for everybody. But the Bulls ultimately were the ones who got the victory, 126-116 in Sacramento. No beam lit at all. So let's see what the team stats tell us. You got 45 of 86 from the field for the Bulls, 52%. 41 of 86 from the field for the Kings, 47%. 15 of 39 from the 3 for the Kings for 38%. 15 of 35 for the Bulls for 42% from behind the arc. 88% from the free throw line for the Bulls, 23 of 26. 82% free throw line for the Kings, 19 of 23. The Bulls won the boards, +4, 40 of 36. 12 offensive rebounds for the Bulls, 9 for sack. 32 assists for the Bulls, 27 for sack. 9 steals for the Bulls, 4 for sack. 2 blocks for the Bulls, 5 for sack. And 14 turnovers for the Bulls, 15 points conceded off of those. 12 turnovers for the Kings, 20 points conceded off of those. The Bulls also got in fast break pretty good again, 23 of 8. That's something they're doing consistently. And the points in the paint, 60 for the Bulls, 48 for Sacramento. A lot of fouling going on, 22 for the Sacramento Kings, 19 for the Chicago Bulls. And the largest lead for the Kings was 19, and the largest lead for the Bulls was 12. And the Bulls ended up winning by 12. They blew a 19-point lead in this game. What the hell? Anyway, yeah, moving on to the box score. Buzelis, 5 points, 1 block, 1 rebound on 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 4 from behind the arc in only 15 minutes of play. Vucevic had a really good game, 9 of 14 from the field, 4 of 5 from behind the arc for 24 points. Kobe, 8 assists and 14 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds for Vucevic. This was a big-time Vucevic game, to say the least. Trey Jones, 15 points, 2 steals, 7 assists and 4 rebounds, 6 of 10 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3. Kobe White, 10 of 18 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 13 of 14 from the free throw line for Kobe White for 35 points, 5 assists and a rebound. Kevin Huerter went back to Sacramento and shot them down, 5 of 9 from the 3, 10 of 16 from the field, 25 points, 1 block, 4 steals, 7 assists and 5 rebounds, 4 steals for Huerter. Big shooting and big defense. This is the Huerter that I remember from Atlanta. They couldn't quite get this out of him in Sacramento. Too many guards in rotation as usual. But now he's gotten a role similar to what he had in Atlanta, now in Chicago, and is putting up the numbers that you would expect to see from him from back then. So this is the Huerter that I expect to see a good portion of the time if he's shooting well, because he can do things defensively. He can get some assists off, but he can also be somebody that can shoot you down. So this is a two-way guy, and this is a good role for him in Chicago if they can give him this type of production minutes. He'll give you that type of production. Dylan Terry had a pretty good game in this one. 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 9 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, and 5 boards. Julian Phillips, 1 of 8 from the field, over 5 from 3. Not great for Julian. 2 points, 1 steal, 6 rebounds in this one. Pat Will, 2 of 5 from the field, 7 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, and 1 board. Zach Collins, 3 of 4 from the field, 6 points, 3 rebounds, and just 8 minutes of play. So that's what the winners did. Let's see what Sac went about doing. DeMar DeRozan against his old squad, 22 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, 9 of 22 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. Not a great shooting night for DeMar. Not really. 9 of 22 from the field. That's not great. Keegan Murray, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from behind the arc, 10 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. He is somebody just like Huerter who needs to get the hell out of Sacramento so they can get the roll back, because he needs to be shooting at least 16 shots a game. He is far too talented for the role that Sacramento is forcing him to play in their offense. He's better than this. He's a lot better than this. Jonas Valanciunas, 15 minutes of play, 3 of 7 from the field, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. Zach LaVine against his old team was putrid, 2 of 9 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 8 points, 5 assists, 1 steal, and 1 board. Yo, what's happening to people when they go to Sacramento? Are y'all noticing this? Meanwhile, Malik Monk ain't having that problem. 12 of 19 from the field, 5 of 10 from the three, 5 of 5 from the free throw line for 34 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. Very efficient night for Malik Monk, as usual. We know Malik don't miss much. Trey Lyles, 6 of 11 from the field, 4 of 7 from behind the arc, 22 points, 3 assists, and 6 boards, and 1 block. Trey Lyles is a nice player, continuing to show me good things. Jake LaRavia, 3 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from behind the arc, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 10 points, 3 assists, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. He didn't miss a shot at all. Probably should have shot more. Devin Carter, 2 of 5 from the field, 0 of 2 from behind the arc, 4 points, 2 assists, 2 boards for the Rook. And Keon Ellis, 0 of 2 from the 3, 2 steals, 2 boards. And that is the total of what Sacramento was able to accomplish in a losing effort against the Chicago Bulls, of whom we face tonight at 7:30. So that concludes all of what it is we have to say about the Chicago Bulls 5-game stretch here. They've been going on the road, back and forth, left and right, but they've been playing hard. They've been beating the crap out of bad teams and playing close games against pretty solid teams. And so that's what I see here. Got to take them seriously. They're playing hard. They ain't got no Lonzo Ball. You know, they traded away all them dudes to Sacramento, but they do find that they can still compete, and you got to take them pretty seriously tonight. I do think that we are favorites to win this game, especially at home where we're a very good team. We're feeling really confident that there's a good chance we can have some people back tonight that we ain't seen in a while. And so, you know, as we look at the injury report, I don't think it's complete as I'm staring at it. So give me a second as I try to pull that up and make sure that everything is accounted for on ESPN. So Gabe Vincent is day-to-day. Dorian Finney-Smith is probable. Questionable for Gabe. Probable for Dorian. We're not going to play Rui tonight. He's been listed as questionable for this game, but he also says he's out. This is confusing. We'll look at another injury report. Jared Vanderbilt is probable. Austin is probable. Bron is questionable, though listed out. Luka is probable, and Maxi Kleber is out. So this is confusing, ESPN. You didn't really give us a whole lot of good to see there. In regards to the injury report, let's go to the other site, for which I hope will make a lot more sense to me. And it will also see what the Bulls are wearing tonight, which I think is going to be red, and of course we'll wear white. I believe that's how that goes. Yeah, let's see. What are we looking at? Chicago. Yes, a lot to click through. Yeah, they're going to be wearing red tonight. Red on our home floor, which is something that they actually don't do as often as you would think. Times I remember watching the Bulls, they usually have their black uniforms on. They've worn white here before, getting their traditional reds on the road for a change. And of course, as we said, we wear white on the weekends. We know that. So yeah, man, let's see. Lonzo's out with a wrist. Ayo Dosunmu's out with the shoulder surgery. Kevin Huerter's is a game-time decision. I do think he'll play, but you never know. Trey Jones, a game-time decision with the foot, and Emmanuel Miller, of whom I've never heard of in my entire life, is out with is a game-time decision with an illness. I don't know who that is. Never heard of him. And in our side of things, all those people are a game-time decision except for Maxi Kleber. Luka, Dorian, Rui, and Bron are all a game-time decision. Austin, Vanderbilt, and Gabe Vincent, all game-time decisions. So who knows what the Lakers are going to do with our unit tonight, but we are encouraged by the fact that Rui and Bron are potentially capable of suiting up tonight. So that's beyond exciting. That is crazy. I'm a little pessimistic that they will actually bring those people back tonight, since we're going up against a Bulls team that isn't exactly a world beaters. But every game is important for us because we're trying to fight in the standings. And so as of right now, we are third in the standings. Given the fact that Memphis lost their game last night, Denver continues to drop games while resting people, and that puts us in the third spot. Of course, the Houston Rockets, as we mentioned, is on a 9-game winning streak. They beat the Orlando Magic last night without any issues. I think it was Orlando they played. So maybe it was Miami. Might have been Miami. One of them teams they played in Florida. They definitely beat them. The Rockets did. So let me see. I want to make sure I speak right. They played Miami, right? Yes, 102-98 for their 9th straight win. They have Denver next, so something's got to give. Houston or Denver is going to lose the next game. Either way, I think we'll be fine. We got to take care of business here against Chicago. That's for dang sure. So yeah, we're 43 and 26 right now. Denver's behind us at 44 and 27. Tied there based on how that's set up. But yeah, we have the tiebreaker. And the Houston Rockets are the team that we're both behind. Two 2.5 games, 46 and 25 is the Rockets record. So yeah, man, we'll see what happens there. And Memphis is behind us as well, a game behind us both, 43 and 28. So we're happy to be in third place given what we had to go through these last couple of weeks with these back-to-backs. We went 500 basically in that stretch, which is pretty impressive given the fact that we were going up against some pretty impressive teams. You know, we knew that we would struggle with the injuries that we've accumulated since the Boston game. And, our record isn't overly impressive since that time. But we know what we can do when we're healthy. And we were encouraged by the minutes that we were able to give some other people. From what I understand, according to Jovan Buha, the Lakers are likely to waive Alex Len and Cam Reddish. That is yet to be done, but according to him, that looks like that's what the Lakers are going to do. I support it. I don't think we're using either one of those people correctly. I don't think either one of those guys have really shown that they should be utilized in the playoffs for us. I appreciate their services. Definitely appreciate Alex Len choosing us over the Pacers, but it just ain't work out. And we need those roster spots for Koloko and Crawford, Jordan Crawford. So that goes without saying. I think it's a no-brainer. I think that's what we should be doing. So hopefully the Lakers are able to accomplish that. But that's pretty much it, man. That's what we got to say, man. We broke down all 5 of those games of the Bulls. They're playing hard. They're a little undermanned, a little under-talented at this point. They have some tanking to do. They held on to a timeline that didn't make a whole lot of sense for them and ended up trading some of those pieces away for stuff that wasn't quite worth it in return. So they're in no man's land as usual. But that's the Chicago Bulls for you. They never actually are where they need to be in order to be as good as they need to be. And they never suck enough to actually get a good pick. So they just always are like in this space. But because of it, you have to take them seriously. And they do have some talented players that can really do some things. So they don't turn the ball over a lot. They have some very talented ball handlers. Whether Lonzo's out there or not, you still got to deal with Jones and Giddey. Herter's playing good ball right now. Vucevic is out there still capable of doing some things. Pat Will is healthy, big body dude starting to stretch the floor a little bit. You got guys like Julian Phillips and Dallin Terry who are chipping in a lot. And they are a scrappy team defensively. You know what I mean? So we got to take them extremely seriously. You should probably be able to beat them on the glass. But as we saw, they can get in the fast break and speed past you. So we really do need to have our transition defense on point and don't let them accumulate steals off of turnovers against us because they can do that. So that's pretty much what we learned about the Bulls. This is probably one of the fewer teams in this league that we really haven't seen a whole lot from just in general from the Lakers side of things because it's so late in the season. It's the first time we're seeing them. So we ain't really seen much from them. But we're going to get a good look at them tonight, new look at them. Obviously, when you have Zach Collins on the floor, be prepared for his scrappiness and ultimately for his bad attitude. He's likely going to try to pick a fight with somebody. It's just what he does. We usually get into it with him. So be aware of Zach Collins. I expect something, anything. Something's coming out of him. A flagrant foul, a fight, a push, jarring at somebody. Zach Collins is going to do that. So I see it coming. And yeah, that's what it is, man. Be aware of Coby White. Be aware of Coby White. He's capable of doing great things out there. He's had a 35-point game against Sac. I think he went for 41 against somebody else, if I'm not mistaken, in this 5-game stretch. So that's their star. That's who they look to get things done. Be aware of Coby White. And, of course, off the bench, Josh Giddey, who's been shooting well, who can do things defensively, who's obviously going to make plays for others. He's one of the better facilitators out there. So be aware of Josh Giddey and Coby White. So that's pretty much what it is, man. It's a lot to consider. Don't let a Julian Phillips or a Dallin Terry make a name for themselves tonight. That's really what I got to say. I don't want nobody getting excited about being on the Laker floor and think they can start doing crazy stuff. We've seen it a million times. I don't want to see it tonight, man. We got to take this opponent very seriously. They're in the play-in tournament at this point. I didn't look at their standings necessarily, but I know that they're probably ahead of Miami, who's been dropping games left and right. So, yeah, I'll take a look at that before we check out here. They are officially in the 9th spot at 30-40. It doesn't require you to win a whole lot of games to be in the play-in tournament in the Eastern Conference. But they're on a 1-game winning streak, of course, having beaten the Sacramento Kings. So, yeah, they've won 6 of their last 4 games. They're not a bad team, man. Chicago, they're not good, but they don't like completely suck to where if you come in and don't play your best ball against them, you expect to win. No, you got to take them very seriously, and if you do, you probably should win. But they're playing for something, and we need to respect that. So that's pretty much what I gotta say, man. 7:30 is the game. BDF 44. I thank y'all for watching. Out.